Do you offer fall cleanup services in your landscaping company? Are you looking to absolutely smash it this season in your business? What's going on, you guys? This is Matt Thibeau, your Savant Marketing Agency. And today we're going to be talking all about how you can absolutely crush it in your fall cleanup season. I put together an exact battle plan for you going into cleanup season so that you can walk away with more sales, more leads, and more profit in your business. I absolutely love doing fall cleanup campaigns. We've been doing it for several years now. And like I said, by the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can put together a battle plan going into this fall season so that you can get results similar to our clients. We were able to get $20 leads or less. We've helped our clients add $20,000 to $30,000 in additional revenue using fall cleanups, using this exact strategy. So I'm going to break it all down for you in today's video. And right now is the perfect time to start planning for this, because most landscapers delay, and then they get to the fall season and it's already too late. So now is the perfect time to start planning for your fall season. And we're going to get into that today. All right, so let's jump right into things here. So first off, I just want to say the reason I love fall cleanup so much for marketing is for several different reasons. Number one is that it's a very limited time, a limited window, which is amazing for marketing angles, right? Because there's only basically fall cleanups start from like August, and then depending on where you live in the world, usually near the end of November is when it gets too cold, and then there's winter and such, right? So it is a very limited window. And that's what I love about fall cleanups is that you can use scarcity, you can actually use real limited time offers because people know that the season is coming to an end. So there's a lot of really great marketing angles that you can do within that. We'll talk about that in a second. But that's the first reason why I love doing fall cleanup campaigns so much for our clients. The second reason as well is that it is a lower ticket service. So a lot of clients that we work with, they're offering services that are, $5,000 or $10,000 or $50,000 or $100,000. Whereas fall cleanups are typically going to come in under $1,000. And so I find that that's actually a really great advantage because it is easier to sell if it's a little bit of a lower ticket service, which makes it more impulsive, which is going to basically just fuel what I was talking about in number one is like that whole marketing angle of it being like a limited window and such. There's a lot of angles that we can do. And because it's low ticket, I think that's a great advantage for basically just doing the volume game and getting as much as you can within that window. And then the last reason why I like fall cleanup so much is because they are very simple to do estimates for. A lot of our clients basically get to the point where they can just systemize the estimate and know all the numbers so that they can essentially give an estimate over the phone, like right then and there on the spot. Maybe if they have like some other custom aspects, they'll drive out and do an in-person estimate. But for the most part, it's a very systematic estimating process, which means that, again, you can do a lot of volume with this type of campaign. This campaign is definitely more about volume. And we're going to talk about specific sales strategies as well for getting the most amount of volume and basically like jam packing your calendar. So let's talk about the first thing here in this battle plan for your fall cleanup campaign. Number one is getting the marketing angles right. So like I mentioned, the finite window is a very powerful marketing angle that you can use in all of your campaigns. And for these campaigns for fall cleanups, I'm going to recommend using Facebook and Google advertising. And we're going to talk about what that looks like. But, the whole angle here that you want to do is you have a limited window. So you really want to push that as being like a scarcity type offer, right? So spots are filling up. Hey guys, we're only doing this for so long. So that type of messaging is going to be very important to do really well with this type of campaign. Some of the offers that we do specifically to stack on top of that limited window narrative is going to be number one, same day estimates. And number two, you can do like a free mowing service included with the fall cleanup. So the same day estimates are really important because this is a volume game, like I said. So you want to get to know your numbers well enough that you can essentially give a same day or on the spot estimate to someone and basically go for the close right then and there. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but the same day estimate is a very powerful offer for this type of campaign because the fall cleanups are a little bit more impulsive. They're lower ticket, which means that people kind of just want to know a price right then and there. And so if you can do a same day estimate in your marketing campaign and use that in your messaging, that's really going to help you out. Again, like I said, an offer that we've experimented with a lot of success is going to add the free mow on top of the fall cleanup, which most of you are doing included in the service anyway. So you can say, hey, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. We offer same day estimates and you get a free mow included with your fall cleanup to make sure that it looks amazing. So that is the offer that I would recommend that you do for your fall cleanups in your Facebook ads or your social media ads. That is going to attract the right type of people. In terms of discounts, we'll talk about discounting in just a second. I personally wouldn't recommend to do it right then and there on your ads in the messaging. The second aspect now going into your fall cleanup ads battle plan here is going to be getting the targeting on your Facebook ads correct and your Google ads as well. So what I would recommend you do for your targeting here is use something called granular targeting. This is where you're going to be targeting very specific zip codes within your city. So you're not just going to put in the name of your city. What this is going to allow you to do is to hyper target in on those specific areas that you know are going to be really good spots. A lot of clients will tell us like, hey, this is where all of the wealthy areas are, or this is where like I know is going to do really well. So hyper target on those specific areas. In terms of targeting, you may have seen one of my last videos where we talk about 3D targeting. That is using broad targeting and using data-driven targeting, like a lookalike audience, and then using remarketing on top of that. You could do broad targeting, which is essentially just targeting the location and just an age of 30 to 65, and that's it. And you will still do really well with fall cleanups with targeting that's very broad like that, because it is a mass market service that most people are going to need. So it doesn't matter if you hit a lot of people with this type of messaging, because most people are going to be your customer, granted that you're targeting the right locations, which is why it's so important to get the location and zip codes right. So let's talk about number 3 here, which is going to be the content. And the content's going to be so important for your fall cleanup campaign. So number 1, when you record your content, I recommend to do videos. And these videos would be like on your phone in vertical mode. And you want to just do like a 1-minute type video where you're essentially doing a public service announcement. This type of narrative works very, very well, especially for fall cleanups. The public service announcement works well because you're kind of saying something along the lines of, hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Matt here from Example Construction, and we're just helping neighbors out in blah, blah, blah area right now with cleaning up the sticks and the leaves and all the stuff on your lawn. And we're doing fall cleanups right now, and we're offering it for a limited time before winter comes, and you can mention the offer, blah, blah. So that type of languaging works really, really well. So I call it the public service announcement, where, hey, we're in the area, we're helping out, people and your neighbors in the area. So give us a call, blah, blah. It's just a very much like a public service announcement type narrative. So that works really well in the videos. And then in terms of your pictures that you want to use in your ads, what we see works really well too is just like pictures of the equipment that you have and showing your crew, like actually picking up the leaves or like doing stuff like that. So I call those action shots. And if you can show pictures of the crew and the equipment, and they all have like branded shirts on and, they have like hats on, they look very, very professional in the imagery, that is also going to work really well too. Basically, you want the pictures to just be super self-explanatory of what it is that you're offering. So if someone sees a landscaping company and they're like picking up leaves and stuff, it's going to be very obvious to them what it is that you're offering. And then the videos, like I said, minute long, vertical style, and you just want to do public service announcement type style videos. And that is what we are finding working the best right now for the content for these types of campaigns. And then number 4, like I mentioned, is going to be using Google. And I would recommend to just use local service ads on Google. So most landscaping companies, especially in the United States, are eligible for local service ads, you are going to need to submit your documentation, so your insurance and just some details about your company. Usually that process takes about 2 weeks to get all of that approved. So you're definitely going to want to sign up to local service ads. The reason that you want to do local service ads on top of the Facebook ads is that you are going to get very hot leads coming through the local service ads, because people who are looking for cleanups are just going to go into Google and be like, landscaping company near me. And they're going to be looking for a company that's going to offer those types of services. So you definitely want to pop up in Google first. And so what I like about local service ads is that it doesn't require a website, and it's a lot simpler to set up than Google ads. So this is going to be a very straightforward strategy for you to use. And the best part about local service ads is you can set what you are willing to pay per lead as well. So it's a perfect supplementary media source to use on top of Facebook ads. So I would definitely recommend taking advantage of that during this small window sprint that you're going to be doing for the fall cleanups. All right, and that brings us to the last part of my strategy, step number 5, which is going to be your sales strategy. So this is going to be very important, because if you implement everything I just told you in all the steps before this, you are going to be getting a lot of leads coming in through. I would recommend to do a budget of no less than $1,500 a month. You're going to be getting around $20 leads. Could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less. Depends on how you set your ads up. So you're going to be getting a lot of leads depending on the size of your budget. And it's going to be really important for you to be able to capitalize on those leads. So number one is you're going to want aggressive sales strategy here. So you want to be calling these leads as they come through very quickly. And like I said, you're going to be giving them a same day estimate. Ideally, you're going to be giving them an estimate like right then and there over the phone. So you could just get some details of kind of the size of their property and what they're looking to get done. And hopefully you have an idea of your numbers well enough that you can be able to just give them a standardized estimate right then and there on the phone. Our clients will actually give a 10% off discount if the person goes for it right then and there. We have some clients that close right over the phone. So whatever is getting the higher conversion for you, maybe you have a lot of experience with sales, so you can do it right over the phone, and then you can say, hey, we're offering a fast action discount. If you move forward within the next 24 hours, we're going to give you that discount. This is definitely going to get a lot of people move forward, because like I said, the fall cleanups are usually under $1,000. So you're able to get people to make more impulsive decisions. So if you have that fast action discount, it is going to get a lot more conversions come through. So that's the first thing that's really important, is speed to lead, and then offering that incentivized discount if they move forward right then and there, same day. Yes. Then the other aspect is you are going to get some clients drag their feet a little bit. And so what you could do as well is right at the end where the season is kind of ending, you could send out a last minute flash sale and say, hey, we actually just had an opening this week or whatever. And so you can say, if you accept the proposal that we gave you before, we'll still honor that 10% off same day discount. And so we have done that as well in the past. And that works really well to give you a final last push or boost in people moving forward right before the season ends. You are going to definitely need a CRM for this. So you want to get set up with a really good CRM, which is a tool that you can use for managing all these leads. I recommend Go High Level. That's what we give all of our clients. Some people prefer Jobber. You could use that too, but you're definitely going to need a CRM. And I would recommend to set yourself up with something that can send mass texts and mass emails, like an email marketing software like MailChimp or something like that. Because when you're nearing the end of the fall cleanup season, you want to definitely hit people with those scarcity offers and those flash sales to get the most out of the ad campaign. And finally, like all of the people that you don't convert, it blows my mind how many landscapers will just like get rid of that information, those emails and phone numbers. You want to keep all of that so then you can contact them in the spring and be able to offer them a spring cleanup as well. So that is your 5-part battle plan for the fall cleanups. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe, and comment below and just ask me any questions, give me some feedback, any ideas that you have. I'd love to hear from you guys. And as always, if you're looking for a marketing company to come into your business and just basically guarantee that you're gonna have an amazing season going into the fall for these cleanups, my link is in the description below. You can book a call with my team. I'd be happy to see how we can support you this year. All right, guys, I'll see you on my next video.